This is Wild Dog from September 1987, issue number 1 from DC Comics. Wild Dog, part 1 of a 4-part miniseries. I used to love this when I was a kid. It's got the cute dog on his shirt. Looks like Jason Voorhees, and he's carrying a machine gun. Reading it again in the 21st century. This is basically Midwestern Punisher with no budget. That is Wild Dog. That's not to say it's awful. It's just like DC's half-assed answer to the Punisher. Let's take a look at it. This is Wild Dog. Number 1. Look. It's a fictional city called, I already forgot, Quad Cities. That's right, Quad Cities. Here we go. Quad Cities. There's our beautiful Midwestern TV reporter from 1987. Love the hair. From Davenport to Rock Island. From Moline to Bettendorf. I can only think of like the Simpsons in my head when I'm reading this. Wild Dog. This comes from that testosterone-fueled 1980s action movie era with vigilantes. So basically movies like Rambo and Die Hard, Commando. Except you know what makes the Punisher and Batman really cool? Both basically vigilante mass murderers. Is that neither of them are in any way, shape, or form believable. But Wild Dog, in an attempt to be more gritty and realistic, actually ends up just being entirely too familiar today. And that just makes it not really all that much fun. Also, it's not nearly as good as the Punisher or Batman. Love that wood-grained TV, though. So what's the storyline? Outrageous 18 speed, so fast it'll blow their doors off. Bikes don't have doors. Stupid advertisement. What's the storyline? Domestic terrorists blow up this brand new shopping mall or whatever, and this guy dons a hockey mask and grabs some machine guns, and instead of driving the Batmobile, or that cool Punisher van with the machine guns and the drones and all the radar equipment, he just hops into a pickup truck. Like, Wild Dog could have spent more than 5 minutes putting together his outfit. You know, it looks like he raided the thrift store after watching conspiracy theory videos on Facebook all day. He's apparently a good guy, though you wouldn't know it, since he busts into this place and shoots all the domestic terrorists, and got a little continuity problem here. He's got the magazine there. No magazine there. Magically, it reappears there. So he loaded this thing, or wait, no, he's fired. Never mind. You're not going to read this comic, but we can at least get a laugh at that guy getting kicked in the face. I mean, that's probably the best panel in the whole book right there. Oh, great. Now I'm your hostage. Well, you know, that's how Wild Dog rolls. And he almost backs over the cops in his truck. And it's easy to see why I like this in 1987. Today, you want to read Punisher or Batman. I mean, they're so far-fetched that they're fun. So I was thinking about this, because I can't end the review on a down note. 80s Comics is here to put us in a good mood, not to make us think about things and put us in a bad mood. What could we do to make Wild Dog better? Go back in time and replace all of the bad guys with 1980s punks from Death Wish 3. Which is like the ultimate vigilante mass murder movie. Death Wish 3 is great. If they could somehow incorporate more like 1980s punks with mohawks and studded jackets and, you know, incorporate zip guns and all the cool stuff and just basically put Charles Bronson, you know what, just make Death Wish 3 into a comic book. Never mind. Maybe the rest of the series gets better. I don't remember. I haven't read this since about 1987. I suspect it probably doesn't, but we'll find out. Maybe he runs over more people with his pickup truck. Damn it, somebody backed into my Lincoln Navigator in the parking lot of Costco again, and now I'm late for my Zoom yoga session.